Well, how to do? Thought I'd pop into the YTPC, talk a little bit about the pipe show. Some of the people I hung out with that I didn't mention. I thought about it last night afterwards, and I didn't mention some. There were some important people there. Uh, there was two people that. Well, the one comes from our Pittsburgh group. That's John and his wife. He's the guy that, if you've watched any of the older videos, he was an aromatic smoker and ended up buying Black Irish Twist X and bought a pound of it. uh, he's real easy to hang out with. His wife's pleasant, he's pleasant. I didn't want to forget them out of the group because they're just as important as everybody else. And where I told people last night, go to a pipe show, you'll make some friends. Well, come Saturday after the pipe show, after the show was closed, most of the people from the Moundsville group, just a handful of us stayed, but the rest of them left. And that leaves dinner free for all. You're going to be on your own, and no one's getting together and, doing their thing. I ended up eating dinner with two very nice gentlemen. I do apologize, I don't remember the names, but they were from Michigan. Good guys, really good guys. It was just me, them two, and I didn't know them from anybody. That's never met before the show. Never. Here I am sitting there breaking bread with people. And I'll just be honest with you. If I don't like you, I ain't breaking bread with you. I'm not going to sit down and eat food with you. That's a principle thing. If I don't like you, and I'll put it this way. If I'm around you and I ain't eating, I don't like you. It's just the way it is. You don't break bread with people that you don't have, friends. You're in there for the best intentions. If you're not friendly with somebody, you ain't breaking bread. At least not with me. Either way, I'm going to do it. I know I said I wasn't going to pop this, but I do have two on the way. So it'll be one of those that get going. It's a bear hunt. It's going to be Sun Bear Bourbon Cask. I've had this. This tin is, I wanted to pull Brian Dorr and say, it's number 2. Just kidding. No. I can't pull it off like he did. I love that. He goes, I have number 1. I'm just joking. I'll be honest. I was watching him on the video, and he said he had number 1. I was on my phone, not paying attention, just listening. I went, get out of here. I looked up, and he starts laughing. But this tin is 23,473 out of 25, so on the back end. I'm going to pop this. We're going to pack a pipe. Believe it or not, I think I heard a hiss out of that. Just a light hiss. Just a light hiss. I mean, barely. Now it's got me wondering. There's one. There's 2. There's a garbage can under here. I ain't gonna take you down there. I just let you know I don't save these. I ain't that guy. Oh, I see broken flakes. Give it up. 3. Always the magic number. There's them flakes just sitting there pretty. Whoop, 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 whoop. Get a tin note. This has red Virginias. Everybody's already read it. It's got honey, of course. Red Virginias. I'm sure there's some bright Virginias in there. I can't focus because, well, I'm going blind too. Orientals. Why do you do that? Do you know why? Because you could just make a tin of Bijou and be done with it. They wanted something different. They didn't ask my opinion because my opinion would be just another version of Bijou. Throw some Orientals in there. It'll be different. Oh my. I saw this on Jeffrey's Life with a Pipe. He said these flakes were thick. We're going to get you up here, let you take a look. Almost smell it. I can smell it. I'm smelling the honey. Ooh. And I have smoked this. Carolina Kirk let me have some, Walter, at the pipe show, and I did try it, and I'll be honest. I liked it. I ain't storming the gates for it. If I didn't get it, I wouldn't be crying about it. I do like Bijou, though. That's my honey blend. The fresher, the better. They say it's supposed to be peaking at 10 years. If you don't want honey and you want the Virginias to sweet, then you'd be good to go. But if you want honey, there you go. That's just my opinion. Don't take it to heart. Don't get upset. Don't get mad. Please don't get mad. But if you do, please be public about it. I want to see public anger. I live for it. I live for it. I love raw emotion. Real life is what I like. I don't want you to have a public meltdown and show your ass. That's what you're doing. I don't want you to do that, but if you do that, I'm going to be entertained by it. Just understand, I'm going to sit down in a chair and I'm just going to watch your spool come unwound because, well, it's entertaining. Sorry if I take pleasure in that. I don't want it. I don't want to ask it. I definitely don't want to cause it. Look at them flakes. I'm going to go in for another snoot. Ooh. I'm smelling sweetness. Virginia's in there somewhere. Probably covered with honey. Red Virginias. Pipe Hunter. He did a video of McCraney's red flake. He goes, I think I'm a red Virginia guy. I said, that McCraney's will ruin you. It'll ruin every other red Virginia out there. It was top of the line. And it's aged on top of it. Kudos to him. I'm glad he's smoking it. Glad he got to experience that because those McCraney red ribbons, you get the chance. Get the chance. Fill your pipe. If you like red Virginias, you will have no regrets. That's what that's looking like. Let's see if we get that in there. Ooh, yeah. I just tore up that one flake in there. There was 1.5 flake I tore up, and that's going to be probably more than enough for this pipe. But we're going to get to packing, and we're going to get this done. It's not sticky. Mine's not sticky. It's a little moist, but not overly so. I'm going to squeeze it. And it wants to stay together, but it comes apart real easy. There is some dark pieces in there. I wonder if they threw some Cavendish in there just for... I'm seeing salted caramel, vanilla, in a charred oak barrel, so you're going to get that. To be honest, it probably doesn't have enough bourbon in it for me, for the smoke. I'd have stuck a jar of bourbon in there at the bottom. Don't let it touch the tobacco. That alcohol will evaporate. It will go into the pores of that tobacco. Matter of fact, I might take a tin of that and do exactly that, or do that if I so happen to do that. Just stick it in a bowl, stick a jar of bourbon in there, and let that evaporate. Probably about an ounce. That ought to cut it. It'll go in there. It'll get real wet. Let that sit for a couple months, and then we won't have bourbon cask. We'll have Honey Bear bourbon. HB&B. I'd be all in, or SB&B. That's it. Sun Bear bourbon. Let's get to lighting. My fingers are not sticky at all. This was aged very nicely. This is not aged very nicely. It was topped not to be sticky, which is good. At least my tin is not. Doesn't mean yours won't be. Either way. Maybe they run out of honey at the end. I mean, it is 23,000 for they probably running shy on that honey. Let's get that. Immediate retro honey. Not wanting to be honey, it's a sweet retro is what I'm getting. It's on your palate, but it's in that olfactory thing. It's because you're going through your nose, you're getting that in the mouth, but it's not on the tongue, which is all right because a lot of these flavors are that way. I'm not going to get into the argument, is it an aromatic or it's a Virginia. It's Virginia with some Orientals. I just don't see Cavendish, and Cavendish, not always does it make it an aromatic, but the majority of aromatics, if not all, have some in it. That's the carrier of the topping. That's the main carrier. Whenever it's a Virginia that's being topped, you're just topping the Virginia, so you got a Virginia blend with a topping on it. At least that's how my mind works. That doesn't make it so. But it does in my world. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you're smoking Molotto Dulce, which is probably one of the best aromatics out there, and you say, this is the best English I've ever had. I'll agree with you. I mean, in your world, that's awesome. I ain't going to fight with you about it. It's just tobacco. Getting some action on the tongue with the flavors. It's hitting those sensory, because you got taste buds all over your tongue, and you have you taste different parts of your tongue. Taste the Orientals. That retro is nice. Got a little bit of tobacco. There's a flavor there that I'm not going to identify. I want to say it's almost like cereal, like a Fruity Pebbles or one of those type of cereals. But I would consider this my first smoke, because the last smoke I had, I kind of broke my thing. I probably had about 3 ounces of bourbon. And I drank at the pipe show. My friend Steve, he goes, "You drink? You said you don't drink." I said, it's not that I don't drink. I monitor what I drink, and I drink very infrequently. And that's for my sake, because I don't want you to have to put hands on me because I'm talking to your woman. That flavor hasn't changed. I'm still getting the tobaccos, getting the Orientals. It's not over the top. It's tight. It's tight. It's keeping its form through the smoke, not but halfway through. Instead of me rambling for 10 minutes, I'm just going to pop back on for a couple minutes at the end of this, and I'll tell you what I think. I will catch you in a minute. Well, you again. Said that to my girlfriend. I spent all day with her. We're going back to bed. She walked back in the bedroom. I looked at her and says, "You again?" She went, "That's a good one." Like she wasn't going to go sleep on the couch. Before I go into what I think of this, it did change a little bit. Better, worse, I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but it was a little different. Did want to share something that I got at the pipe show. I bought this off of Sean and Kelly, but Sean's daughter makes these, and I've seen them online and stuff, but like I'm cheap. I don't want to pay shipping if I don't have to, and I'm thinking this is going to cost more, almost as much ship as what it costs. These are very inexpensive to make. So basically it's a pipe caddy. That's what it looks like, just like that. Don't think because it's big on the top, I use this on my table, it's not going to fall over. I was worried about it being top heavy. It's not. Comes with compartments. You can stick your tampers there. Take your pipe cleaner, stick them in the long hole. If you wanted to, you could stick something sharp down in there to dig around in there. Place to put your lighter. Whoop. And of course, you put your pipe in there. That's a nice little setup you got there. You put that in the car. You don't have the car pipe flying around on the dashboard or in the console. Tobacco flying everywhere. That was, I think I got that for $20 from oh, I almost forgot. On the bottom there, you take a little pocket jar. Now you got tobacco to go. Stick that on there, you're good to go. And you don't even have to take it out. You could just, well, yeah, you do. Because I tightened it down too tight. But if you tighten that, you'd have to pull that out and then take it apart. Put your tobacco in there, put it up in there. It's all one big compact situation you got going on. Anyways, talking about that, wanted to get that extension. I might reach out to the owner of that shop. I think they sell longer stems. I might be buying direct. Let's get back to it. So, the bourbon cask, I'm barely getting any bourbon out of that. I'm not tasting it. Doesn't mean it's not there. It just means I'm missing it. It's not enough for me to detect. That could very easily be my palate, not the tobacco. Do not take it that way. This is spicy. That's the change. I got about halfway through that, and that spice started coming at the bottom end of that. So if you like that sort of thing, you're gonna like that. It was hot in the mouth, not overly hot, but spicy in the mouth. And then it would go away every time you hit it. This is the bare minimum that's left, so all that's been cooked, and I'm getting that spice, and it's all right. Yeah, I'm not hating on this. This is not something I'm hating on. And it's not that I hate on tobaccos. It's, am I glad I got it? Yeah. Would I pay brick and mortar prices for that? Sure. Would I buy it at online prices where that's lower? Absolutely. I wouldn't have even wouldn't. I'm glad I bought two more tins of that, and that's going to come. Do I need any more than three? No, not really. It's not. What would happen is I would trade a tin to somebody, or what I'm going to be doing with the other ones, I'll probably give one of those away to some person that wants to enter in a contest. And to me, that's something that, especially the small batches, I wouldn't even think twice about not giving that away, because, or any of the other small blends. To me, that's a gift. That's a prize you're getting. To me, I would consider that just as much as getting a pipe. To be honest, I mean, that you're getting a blend that you can't get. And the person that's giving it isn't buying McKellen's what is that, St. James wood pipe at $300 a tin. Wish I had that kind of money to give away, because I wouldn't even think twice. That's who I am. I just can't afford it. You go knocking on my door and you want to smoke all of it? We'll smoke it all night. I can afford that. Decent tin note, good mouth feel, good mouth taste. Well done, Jeremy. Well done. Either way, that puts Sun Bear Bourbon Cask in the books. If you have any questions about Bourbon Cask, give me a shout. If you've had it, you have a different experience, I want to hear about it. And to be honest, I can't imagine anybody hating on this. I mean, is it over the top? Oh, thank God I got it and I got 50 tins. Not for me. Maybe for somebody else, they'll be in love with that, and then that'll be their 10. You know what I'm saying? Either way, I appreciate your time. This did go on a little long. Didn't mean to, and I apologize. And what can I say? I do apologize. Thank you for the likes and subscribes. Hope you are smoking good tobacco. Your favorite tobacco, or one of the blends that you smoke that you like. Absolutely. And until another time, I look forward to saying hi again. You guys take care.